An unapologetic Donald Trump has addressed House Republicans this morning, celebrating last weekend's attack on Venezuela as an amazing military feat. Speaking at a function, the US president defended the capture of Nicolas Maduro on the basis of restoring human rights. He mocked the Venezuelan leader's imitation of his dancing before boasting about the nighttime raid on Caracas.
It was an amazing military feat that took place yesterday. People are saying it goes down with one of the most incredible. It was so complex, 152 airplanes, many. Talk about boots on the ground. We had a lot of boots on the ground. But it was amazing. And think of it, nobody was killed. And on the other side, a lot of people were killed. Unfortunately, I say that, soldiers. Cubans, mostly Cubans, but many killed. And they knew we were coming, and they were protected, and our guys weren't. You know, our guys are jumping out of helicopters, and you're not protected, and they were. But it was so brilliant.
Meanwhile, a row has erupted between Donald Trump and the leader of Colombia. Last week, the US president described Gustavo Petro as a sick man who runs cocaine mills. Today, President Petro issued a response on social media, which read, "Trump speaks without knowledge. Stop slandering me. If the US bombs, the campesinos will become thousands of guerrillas in the mountains. And if they detain the president, who a large part of the country loves and respects, they will unleash the jaguar of the people." Colombia now warning it is ready to take up arms if the US launches military action. Meanwhile, hundreds of pro-Maduro supporters have marched in Venezuela's capital. It's a show of support amid growing uncertainty in the country, with some fearing another attack.
On the streets of Caracas today, supporters of ex-President Maduro came out in big numbers. The regime still very much in control here. In the blue at the centre of this picture, Diosdado Cabello, the powerful interior minister, also wanted by the United States. He was out after dark last night too, this time with armed police chanting their allegiance to Maduro. So far not appearing on these streets are opposition protesters, although from outside the country, the opposition leader, Maria Machado, hailed the US military operation.
In January 3rd will go down in history as the day justice defeated a tyranny. It's a milestone, and it's not only huge for the Venezuelan people and our future. I think it's a huge step for humanity, for freedom and human dignity.
Many people in Caracas say they just want to get on with their lives.
What most people want, so to speak, is peace and stability in our country.
The problem isn't changing things. The problem is changing people's mindset. We are all in the same boat. So if we all follow the same path, we can get out of this decline.
The queue to get out of Venezuela, though, is a long and chaotic one. More families seeking refuge in Colombia, desperately worried about what will come next in their country. Maduro may have gone, but the uncertainty and the fear certainly has not. On bus and foot, Direlis has travelled for 15 hours to reach the border. With her, 10-year-old Susie, it is all about her, says her mother. I want a better future for her. People feel fear and dread about everything that's happening, she told me. All we think about is leaving the country now. Fear too now on the Colombia side of the border. And this is why. The cocaine trade is next in Trump's sights. Colombia produces around 2/3 of the world's cocaine supply, and the coca fields here now cover an area twice the size of London. Trump has called Colombia's president a sick guy. And in response, Gustavo Petro has said he would respond militarily to any attack. So once again, as the Americans see it, the problem is drugs. They're convinced that much of the cocaine produced here finds its way across borders like this one, through Venezuela, and then out to the wider world, including the United States and Europe. The Colombians argue they're doing all they can to stop the production of cocaine. This stallholder on the Colombian side of the border says there is great concern about what Trump will do next. Of course, I'm afraid. As a Colombian citizen and a man of my age, I'm obviously frightened of American intervention here. What could happen? The possible deaths. It is worrying, especially here at the border, he tells me. Many Venezuelans are crossing into Colombia to fill suitcases and bags with medicines and other supplies. They will return to a country on edge, where right now the future is impossible to predict.